Hello there, and welcome to Daniel's Infinite Playlist. And today we're going to review the excellent new album from Norwegian artist Jenny Hval, which is called The Practice of Love. And for those of you who don't know who Jenny Hval is, Jenny Hval is a Norwegian artist that has been made known for her very, feminist and conceptual music making that flirts a lot with like these structures of pop music, and it's all just so exquisitely made, like very experimental, but at the same time it has sort of like this jazzy flair and care to it, and that has of course garnered the attention from American indie label Secret Bones Records, which is one of the best indie record labels of now, and she has released 3 albums I think under that label, and this is her 3rd album under the Sacred Bones label, and it's just and let me just say, everyone, it's a huge leap forward, and I already consider her 2 last albums as real classics of experimental avant-garde music. So yeah, how is it to listen to this album? Well, it's a bit like this. Alright, I'm going to show you the CD unboxing right now. And here's the album cover, and it's just so beautiful because I think it adds to the mysticism of the whole, the whole album. And I think that Jenny Hval was actually very inspired by, all of these symbols. And actually, I think with a pre-order of the vinyl, you got sort of like a set of tarot cards, which is just so beautiful. And the booklet as well is very, very thick. It includes all of the lyrics, and it's just so exquisitely made, and it even has, like the designs of the so-called tarot cards, but like with the names of the songs. It's just so beautiful, and here are the lyrics, and then let me see, and then you see here some thanks from the artist, and some how do you say, some credits as well. And yeah, it's just your basic album liner art fare. It's really, really nice. I really recommend you buying the physical version. Alright, now back to the actual review. So yeah, how is this album musically? Well, musically, this album is really just another type of album that, another type of album musically that Jenny Hval had. I mean, don't get me wrong, this album still includes the sort of, avant-garde and very experimental compositions that Jenny Hval has done during the past albums. For example, like in Blood Bitch, where she uses a lot of like cold wave and jazzy textures to sort of like convey this sense of mysticism and elegance. And here she has sort of flipped all of those genres and laden them with synth pop and techno music, and just really beautiful ambient music as well. This is definitely the more electronic effort of Jenny Hval, which is perhaps a sort of reflection on her work with other electronic artists such as Kelly Lee Owens, or no, it wasn't Röyksopp, Lindström, which probably influenced her on the work of this album. And what's so amazing with this album is she does all of those genres so effortlessly, and I really love this new iteration of a more electronic and more techno sensitive artists such as Jenny Hval. It's just so amazing. All right, how is this album lyrically? Well, lyrically, this album is very very rich with concepts about feminism, love, about generational feminism, and also there's this really beautiful song um, that is about, for example, not choosing to have kids as a sort of woman, because women have always been sort of like expected to reproduce and have kids. And the song's name's Accident, sorry for not remembering it, and it just sort of like ruminates on this, like what is our place in society. And the song even has like a beautiful monologue that's taken through a movie, which talks about, like the concepts of love. And for this song, you have to, like, if you have headphones, be sure to take out the other one, because the other one will include one monologue, and the other one in this one will include another monologue. So if you want to listen to them separately, do that. But it also sounds really cool when the voices are just interweaved with each other, and it's just so beautiful, because it gives, like the whole album a sort of like, despite its very sort of like techno and dance poppy sort of textures, it includes just this really well thought out and metaphorical lyrics that are just so amazing. And of course, Jenny Hval's voice is as beautiful as always. It's very soft and expressive, and it's just really amazing to hear her sing, like through all of this, especially on the topics of love and feminism, which is just really, really amazing. Alright, so what do I give this album? Well, I give it a 9 out of 10. It is an exquisite and excellent album in every sense of the word. Jenny Hval has really made a step forward on her music, and what I always thought about her music before is that there were like excellent love for, excellent songs. For example, like the song "Conceptual Romance" on, Blood Bitch, which is an excellent album, but it included too many of these sort of like pieces interrelated with the album, which has felt, a little bit too heavy. But here she just strips down all of those things and just keeps a very, like tight and beautiful album that has something beautiful to say. And just like with all of her other albums, they really have this this conceptual weight to them that just feels very very beautiful. You learn something while listening, and that I really, really appreciate. The only thing that I have against this album is that it may be a bit too short. I think it runs at about 28 minutes, which it's just a matter of taste. I would have loved to hear more from this album, because the sound world that Jenny Hval has made on this one is just so compelling and beautiful. So yeah, be sure to listen to this one. Alright, thank you so much for watching this review. As always, I'm going to post the artist links down below. Jenny Hval is available everywhere, iTunes, Spotify, and you can buy her music physically as well. With her, I think she has a Bandcamp, or through the record label Sacred Bones. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to review new albums every Wednesday and classic albums every Saturday, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled for those. Well, that's it for me. Enjoy music, enjoy life, people. Vi ses. Hejdå!